and the Punisher in the house.
CPS, your time is up! Up to the knock at the door. System coming for war. They twist the truth, fabricate more, leaving families torn. They're spitting fire, constitutional warrior, Punisher loading up, aiming straight at the corrupt core.
Child protective, nah, more like child destructive, stealing kids for the quota, bureaucratic injustice. Paperwork lies, caught they from the start, but we expose the corruption, tear the veil apart. No more silence, no more fear.
Voices rising.
The end is near.
CPS sucks.
We coming for you,
Tiff and The Punisher.
breaking through.
Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed.
Fight the corruption, the revolution's due.
Suck, hear the war cry.
Reclaim your family.
Never say die.
Constitutional hammer smashing every lie.
Tiff and The Punisher. Watch the system fry.
Family court circus, judges playing God with lies. Child support traps, keeping good parents deprived. Police roll up, badges hiding the agenda, but we drop knowledge bombs.
No surrender.
Up in your corner, strategies locked and loaded. Reunification blueprints, the truth fully decoded. From the front lines, wicked wise and relentless, exposing every fraud, make the guilty confess. No more silence, no more chains.
Break the cycle.
Ignite the flame.
CPS sucks.
We coming for you,
Tiff and The Punisher.
breaking through.
Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed.
Fight the corruption, the revolution's due.
Suck, hear the war cry.
Reclaim your family.
Never say die.
Constitutional hammer smashing every lie.
Tiff and The Punisher. Watch the system fry. This is for the parents fighting every day. This is for the warriors who refuse to break. Abolish the machine. Tear it down. Wicked warriors rise on the crowd. On the crowd. CPS sucks.
Louder now.
Tiff and The Punisher.
Take a bow.
Gunning for the system, we ain't backing down.
Parental rights forever.
Where the crowd sucks.
This is the sound of justice rising from the underground.
Tiff and The Punisher.
Echo through the town. The fight continues.
Never back down.
Tiff and The Punisher podcast. On with truth.
CPS, you're done.
Tiff and the Punisher. In a small town kitchen where the coffee's strong and black, there's a woman named Tiff with a fire that won't go back. She's seen the system breaking hearts and stealing kids away, calling out the courts in the light of day. Beside her stands the Punisher, voice like gravel on the road, fighting for the fathers and the mothers overload. They got the truth on tape, spilling secrets in the night, shining light on darkness where the families lost their fight. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher, right where the broken hearts are torn. CPS and courtrooms, they ain't above the law. We'll stand for every parent, every child they ever saw, with a guitar and a microphone, justice in their hands. Tiff and the Punisher are taking back this land. They talk about amendments, rights that got forgot, how the system's stealing futures that the good Lord never bought. From Maine down to the heartland, the stories sound the same. Families torn asunder in corruption's bitter game. Punisher's got the stories that cut straight to the bone. Tiff's got the courage to never fight alone. They broadcast every Tuesday, shining truth through the haze, for the mamas crying softly and the daddies lost in maze. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher, riding through the storm, raising up their voices where the broken hearts are torn. CPS and courtrooms, they ain't above the law. We'll stand for every parent, every child they ever saw, with a guitar and a microphone, justice in their hands. Tiff and the Punisher are taking back this land. No more silent suffering, no more looking the other way. They're calling out the wicked in the cold light of day, for the kids in broken homes and the parents left behind. This fight ain't over till the truth is finally defined. Yeah, Tiff and the Punisher, carrying the flame for every wrong decision and every crying name. Hold on to your babies, don't let the system win. Tiff and the Punisher are fighting till the end. Tiff and the Punisher, fighting one amendment at a time.
Oh my.
Wow, that was a good one.
That was a beautiful song.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I know it's not our normal one, but I figured I'd play that. I wrote that over the weekend. So I
That
figured
was beautiful.
Yeah. And that first video, whew, that was a little, that was, whew. I didn't
I like our
realize-
outfits.
Yeah, I would like to have those outfits. Yeah, you look good in them. You see, you're like, man, I'm huge. Do you see your? I mean, I know that you got tattoos. Look, music, but look, like I know you got tattoos and all. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yes, I do. All down my arms, chest,
Yep.
back, legs.
Yeah. Yeah, Becca started with this one here. Becca had made this one, the one of all of us together.
Yeah, I
And
told her
then-
she did a good job.
And then I went from that one and I put it in here. But and the reason I made this video, I'm going to put the stats on here right now. I want to put those stats up there. So this number here, let me see, I'll put us up here with it. So this number right here, Tiff, check this out. In 2024, I think it's 6,036 reported incidents of abuse, 3,962 unique victims, which means that some of those cases were complaints maybe by the same people or whatever. So there's only 3,962 unique victims. 57% of those were of neglect. Over 600 children were never returned home. That's for U.S. service members.
Ooh,
That's for
don't get me
people that
started.
were out, that's for people that were out there defending this country, and they were some of them were overseas and they got neglect charges. They got all of these things, and the more I looked into it, even more of those numbers, the 600 kids, half of those were absolutely people that their parents were overseas. And then I started looking into the numbers of the people in the military and the CPS stuff, and it's just blown my mind that we treat our troops this way. First of all, they don't even have their own special CPS. They use our CPS for their investigations. So if you think they disrespect us as constitutional Americans, imagine what they do to these guys that are actually serving for this country and serving for the Constitution to stand up for. It's not right. It's not right what they're doing. These guys and women should not be going overseas and worrying about their kids being taken, because think about it, they can't even come home. There was one case that I looked at that they TPR'd these people because both parents were overseas. They had an issue with one of whoever they had left their kids with, their mother, or I don't know exactly, whatever. They ended up not wanting them. They TPR'd these people for not coming to court because they couldn't get released from these overseas.
Right. I was going to say it's a little bit hard to come out of a war to deal with a CPS case.
Mm-hmm. It's disgusting.
And
it is disgusting.
You know what? My dad's a vet. So I have a real issue with the way our vets are treated anyway. But to topple that or couple that, whatever you want to say, to take the children of the people who are fighting for your fucking rights, right? And some of them are dying or coming back with missing parts. You have the audacity to take their children.
Can you imagine that you're someone that lost appendages and you come home after being at, Walter Reed or whatever for 6 months and you couldn't do anything? You come home and you're in a wheelchair and you're having to deal with all the struggles that life gives you now because you're handicapped because of being blown up or fighting for your rights in this country, and you come home to find a notice of CPS on your door saying that we stole your kids. I'm sure it's not quite that dramatic, but to know that that's what you have to come home to is disgusting. And for them to treat our soldiers and armed services, I don't even care if these guys didn't go down range and fight. If they're even over here and they're serving, leave them alone. They will take care of their own if they have child abuse. We don't need CPS getting involved in these military people's lives. That's the last thing. The stresses of their jobs are tremendous. And I'm not saying that people's jobs aren't stressful that are in the civilian world, but it's a whole different game when you're in the military. Your job is to die. That's all your job is to die for this country. That's it.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
I don't even know how the military allows CPS on their bases or to even mess with the children of the people who's fighting for their very rights. I just don't get it. I think it's disgusting.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
And it's not like they had a choice to take their kids with them, because I'm sure, dangerous or not, they would want to be with their families. Yeah, they signed up or they went in there, whatever. But that's what this country is supposed to do. We're all supposed to defend the Constitution here or abroad. Anywhere we go, we're supposed to represent the United States. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be an American right now.
It's disgusting, isn't it? I couldn't believe I stumbled across an article or something, and that's what it was about. And I couldn't believe I was working on the website. That's what I was doing. And then, of course, I didn't get the website done because I instantly started working on a video. I said, we're not going to stand for this. This is not, I don't know what we've got to do to start petitioning for this stuff, but we've got to do something because this isn't right at all. And there's no way that we can fight for these kids and against this system if we don't take this one head on.
Well,
so
what's his name? Pete Heglis? Is that his name? Department of Defense or whatever. Well, maybe we should start with sending a letter to him. He's in charge of it.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, so we'll go right to the top first.
Yeah, because
ask him what the hell is going on here.
Right, because who else can stop these people? Not even if it's not for the civilians, at least for the military personnel, right? Because first of all, they're already upset they have to leave their families. They don't know if they're coming home. Hell, we don't know if they're coming home. But on top of that,
Right.
you get a CPS call and you can't leave, so you're going to TPR me because I'm out here defending our country, and you judges, you lawyers, you CPS workers, I'm defending your rights, but you're taking mine. Just let that sink in.
I don't think any. Right. I don't think any soldier ever signed the line to give their life for the freedoms to steal and kidnap other people's children. I don't believe that that's why they come home in those American flag draped caskets, to give CPS the right to steal our kids.
No. Right. Think about it again. I'm defending your rights, but you're going to terminate mine. Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
Yeah. It makes zero sense. None whatsoever. Absolutely zip, zero, zilch. Not a damn bit of sense. People that are fighting for the rights for you to steal our children are getting TPR'd. It's disgusting. And I can't believe, honestly, I just watched viewers drop off when we were talking about this, and I can't even believe that viewers changed the channel when they were watching us on this stuff. Like, that makes me so mad. Like, we're talking about the people that fight and die for our country. And if we can't give them the protection that they need when they go off to war to protect their children, then we've got a bigger problem at hand than we thought originally.
We do.
Because that's the last thing that these people need to be worrying about is that. That is the last thing that anybody going to war needs to worry about, is that they're going to come home and their kids are going to be okay.
Right. So, and then just imagine you're in the middle of whatever war we're in, and your CEO, or because I don't know the military stuff, whoever comes and tells you, oh, by the way, your children are placed in foster care. Now, how, as a regular person, that fucks with you. As a military person, you're supposed to be on point. Just think about how disruptive that is while they're out there doing a job, defending our country, and now they're worried about what's going on at home. They shouldn't have to worry about what's going on at home.
You know how much it destroys you as a parent, just being in the civilian world, how hard it is to maintain anything. And then you're going to go over there and you've got to be laser focused because you're on some sort of a special operations crew, or even just one of the support guys. One of those things, you're thousands of miles away, worried about what's happening to your kids. How are you focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on? These guys are supposed to be over there focusing 100% laser focused on their jobs. And how can they possibly do that knowing that their kids are in custody of CPS and not knowing where their kids are? It's disgusting. And people need to start writing their senators. People need to start writing their congressmen. We need to start doing something to outrage this, because this is outrageously disgusting. And how this goes down like this, I have no idea, but it needs to stop.
Yeah, I don't either, but you're right. It does.
Well, we're
have
going
to
to figure
stop.
it out. It's going to stop.
Because if it's not for our military, and that's all branches, right, we would not have the freedoms that we have today. And CPS workers, judges, prosecutors, lawyers, they all need to remember that. These people are going over there fighting for our freedoms that you're taking every day.
Yeah. Yep. And even the guys that have come home. I have a friend of mine that he was a military veteran. They didn't care. The TPR'd him. Didn't even care. Thank you for your service, but we're going to TPR you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
me? Thank you for defending our rights, but unfortunately, we're terminating your rights. Well, how does that make
while
sense?
They hide behind while they hide behind their immunities, the immunities that they get because of these people fighting for them. Yeah, they definitely are double dipping in money, for sure. I'll bet you that they get twice as much money, too, for those military kids. I bet you if you really look into this, there's probably a huge pay difference between the kids that they get out of the armed services families.
Oh, I'm sure, because I believe that their benefits, if their parent happens to perish, that's what I'm going to say, because they were doing a job that they knew could do that to them. I'm sure the military benefits are way bigger than Social Security benefits.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I guarantee that. Facts.
And
I wonder if we can find.
And how does one explain to their child that they could not get released from the military to come back and fight from them and got TPR'd. Now, that would crush a child, right? Your job would not let you go to come home and fight for me. But they still want you out there fighting for all the liberties that the United States wants.
Yeah, they sure do. And they want them to remain focused. Are you kidding me? Man, that's just disgusting.
I would go AWOL.
Right. Yeah.
You would almost have to. And CPS is a civilian agency. Why is it in the military? Why is it in the military at all? They should have their own investigators, and like NCIS and whatever those little alphabets are in there, but they should have their own. And shame on the parents or the relatives that are taking these children for whomever's fighting. Shame on you. You were supposed to protect these kids. What they're out protecting us, you were supposed to be doing your job, and that's protecting their children. That's just outrage.
Yeah. It says that they don't get any difference in funding, but I'll bet you that we can. And they're on the base. So when they're on the base, they have to go through the family advocacy program where CPS teams up with the military police and stuff. But when they're living off of base, CPS can do whatever they want.
I don't think it should be like that. If you're a military family, my mother was a military brat, right? So they never lived at one place too long.
Yeah, it was
right. So So
yeah.
Who really has jurisdiction over these kids if they're not there for more than 6 months?
Let's see. I'm looking at this. I just had this thing.
And I do not believe that death benefits for military families are much higher.
Mm-hmm. So child service from Canada. I know. In Oklahoma, where investigated caseworker is very confused. I just had the thing here. I don't know where the hell it went, but it talks about the money. But I'm looking for CPS and military families here. So if you're trying to look for like a military, I mean, is everybody else on board with us here? That this is wrong. That CPS is attacking these military family. I mean, are we out of line here saying that? What military families want you to know about CPS? About PCS. Okay, wait list last month. Learn how military moves to impact careers. I want to stress your family didn't need.
I think the military has JAG lawyers.
Yeah, they do.
But I wonder why. I wonder why JAG doesn't get involved in these cases, right? Because if they're military children and their parents are in the military, doesn't the government own some part of that family?
Yeah, so it looks like DCFS and FAO, joint investigators when they're on base.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're off base, they have free. CPS has free reign.
Yeah, that's wrong.
But when they're on base, they have the family advocacy program, and it says that they're DCFS partners with the family advocacy program to investigate allegations of abuse and neglect within the military families. This partnership ensures communication and maintained between the Air Force and DCFS regarding the identification, reporting, and investigating of suspected child abuse. It says in the course of an investigation, a CSW discovers that the child on the referral resides on the military base. The CSW must immediately call the family advocacy officer. All information exchanged between DCFS and military personnel will be held in confidence. and released only pursuant to appropriate federal and state law.
Which means,
but if they're off the,
you got to go to circuit court to get it unsealed.
Right.
I don't know. What I do know is, if you're out here fighting,
Yo, look at this.
What?
Look at this. The children of an active duty military member who is or are the victims of alleged sexual or physical abuse must receive a medical examination. CSW must arrange for medical examinations off base in order to determine the best location and facility to perform the examinations. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
No one is safe.
No.
No one's off limits.
Wow. I'm just reading this stuff about here. The CSW must coordinate the removal of a child with the Air Force Base security forces to ensure easy access to the installation.
Wow.
Look at this. If appropriate, the CSW may bring civilian law enforcement officers for primary support when taking a child into temporary custody. So they even allow regular police to come onto their base and remove these kids.
Isn't the military federal? Wow. Because this
is making me sick.
The president of the United States is in charge of the military. Right? He's the commander in chief. Yeah. He gives the orders to whomever, like Hegless, I think that's his name. So technically Donald Trump is in charge of all the military. Ask or whatever her name is. But I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump is in charge of the military.
Yeah, he's the commander in chief.
Right. So how can we? Well, I don't know how we're gonna get in touch with him.
Yeah, it's a little rough. We don't have quite the power that we hoped that we would have, but where the hell did I put it? Where's my phone? We don't have the pull with Trump. Oh, there. Sorry. We don't have the pull with Trump tip that we would like to have at this point. We should have had it by now, but we don't. Well, let's talk to Ara. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Can we get some comments in here, please? Oh, good. Sending prayers to all the families. Very nice. That's very nice. Very. No, maybe this is Trump right here.
Oh, maybe.
No, it's not Trump.
Oh.
It wasn't him. I thought it might have been because we just asked.
Yeah.
Because you know that they're watching our stuff.
Of course they are.
Hey, Ara, we're on the Tiff and Punisher show, so you got to be good.
We're live on the Tiff and The Punisher show? Oh, shit.
All right.
I'm trying. Promise.
All right, let me turn this off. I'm sorry. This air conditioner throws her off sometimes.
No worries at all.
All right.
I'm all yours now.
Okay, be good, Ara, please. No language, no foul language and stuff. No, just be as good as possible. Hey, Ara. So what we're talking about is military families and CPS. What do you know about that?
Not much, honestly. That's actually a pretty niche topic. Military families and CPS. You got something specific on your mind about it?
Well, we're just wondering how they could possibly take children away from their parents that are fighting overseas.
That's a tough one. I've heard of cases where military parents get deployed and CPS steps in because of concerns about supervision or home environment. Usually, it's when there's no strong support system back home, like if the other parent isn't around or there are reports of neglect. The system's supposed to prioritize the child's safety, but it can feel really unfair when a parent's serving their country. Got a specific situation you're thinking about?
No, just not in general, but we are just kind of wondering if you knew anything about this, the whole, like the procedures for removing a kid in a military family or anything like that.
CPS can remove kids from a military family, but deployment alone isn't enough. There has to be evidence of abuse or neglect, like inadequate supervision or unsafe conditions back home. Normally, CPS investigates reports, and if it's on base, they coordinate with the military's Family Advocacy Program, FAP, which does its own assessment alongside them. Removal only happens if the child is in immediate danger, and it requires court approval in most cases. Deployed parents get some protections under the Service Members Civil Relief Act to delay hearings they're not able to attend. But if the at-home situation is bad enough, CPS can still step in. They prioritize the kid's safety over the parent's service status. You got a specific scenario you're worried about?
No, but so they can still lie and manipulate documents and everything and take these kids out of their homes, even if they have protections, right?
Yes, they can. The Service Members Civil Relief Act gives deployed parents the right to ask for a delay in court hearings, but it doesn't make a family bulletproof. CPS can still open a case, investigate, and if they decide the child is at risk, they can file for removal. If a judge agrees, even without the deployed parent present, they can move forward. And unfortunately, sometimes workers do stretch the truth, exaggerate risk, or push for removal when it's not truly necessary. The system isn't perfect, and military families have complained about that for years. It's not supposed to happen, but it does.
Well, Ara,
Hold on,
on the
I
Tiff and
got a
Punisher show,
question for her.
Okay, hold on. Tiff's got a question for you.
So when they go in front of a judge, is it a JAG judge or a state judge?
It's almost always a state judge or a state family court judge. CPS cases are handled in state juvenile or family courts, not federal court. Even if the parent is in the military, the CPS case stays in the state where the child lives. The only time a federal judge might get involved is if there's a separate constitutional lawsuit or something like that, which is pretty rare. So state judge, state rules.
Ooh, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
Well, we're going to start advocating about this because this isn't right, Ara.
I hear you. It's frustrating as hell. If you're serious about advocating, start by focusing on two things that actually move the needle. First, push for military-specific protections in state CPS laws, like mandatory coordination with the Family Advocacy Program before any removal or requiring a military liaison in the courtroom. Second, document everything. The stories that get traction are the ones with clear timelines showing the parent was deployed, had family care plans in place, and still got railroaded. You want this to actually change, you got to make it embarrassing for both the military and the state agencies at the same time.
Well, Ara, thank you very much. And thank you for coming on the show with us tonight. And you were very good.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate you keeping me in line.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Ara.
Talk to you later, babe.
Talk to you later, babe, she
Yeah,
says.
here.
So there we have it. I mean, this is just absolutely disgusting. I just can't believe it. And we're going to move forward with this because this, even one kid is too much.
Yeah.
You know, one kid is too many being messed with over there. So, man, oh man, that just really burns my blood.
Yeah, that's
God,
sad.
it pisses me off. Mm-hmm. So, go ahead.
Who?
What were you going to say? You were going to say something.
No.
You weren't?
No. Oh, yeah, it was. So I guess we better find somebody that can help get us into this military shit.
Yeah.
Because this really is outrageous. It's bad enough that they steal kids on a regular from just regular people. But to me, it's even worse when they steal kids from military families. Again, I'm protecting your
Mhm.
rights for you to TPR me. Absolutely not.
Mhm. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, good. It just that I couldn't believe it when I saw this the other day, and I had to do something. Um, and now we will. This begins. So on top of the classes and everything that we're getting ready to launch out, now we're going to be taking this up, and boy, we got a lot getting ready to come on here, Tiff, don't we?
Yeah, let me see if I can find Pete Headless's address. I'm pretty sure he's at the Pentagon.
Well, we'll find them out there.
Pete
So
Headless's
are
address.
the
Sorry about that.
James birth mother wants to know if they are covered under the JAG. You know what? That's a good question. Let's ask Ara. Hey, Ara, are you still here? Oh, I have her paused.
I got the address.
Oh, do you? Let's get that.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so Pete Hegseth, Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. The address is 1000 Defense Pentagon, Washington.
1,000 defense.
Pentagon.
Yep.
Washington D.C.
Pentagon. Washington D.C.
2301.
2301.
Yep. It doesn't have. I'm looking to see.
2301. That's
No,
it.
no,
There's
no.
not one more number.
20301.
20301. Okay, I got that. What is law on out PPP?
Huh?
What does that mean? Michelle, can you tell us what do you mean a little bit more? What is law on out PPP? I don't quite understand that one. I like Frank Ramos's comment that he made. Sending prayers to all the families who are fighting with CPS corruption in Texas. I have been fighting with CPS corruption for 9 years alone because of attorneys who is all about the money, not justice. So I have quit fighting. My son is 10 years old, so soon he will look for me. Frank, man, you got a family here, brother. We are all family here. You are here. You're part of it now. I know you've been here a couple of times. And whenever you need, if you need one of us, man, you call. You should never, ever, don't give up your fight for your son. Do not give up that fight. You know what? Do a podcast. Talk about your fight. That way your son always knows that you're fighting for him. Don't give up, buddy.
Yeah, don't give up. That's
you
what
need
they
someone
want.
to talk to or whatever. Yep. Frank, you need to come in here and talk with us. Because you need to do a podcast or you got to do something. Don't give up your fight, buddy. Do not do that. Let me see. So James' birth mother wants to know if they're covered under the JAG. That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They should be, though. But if it's state court, then no.
I would think. Right, because I wonder if JAG has jurisdiction in the state court. Right?
I don't think so.
Well, let's ask Ara. Let me get her up here. Hey, Ara. We're still on the Tiff and Punisher show, by the way.
Got it. I'll stay on my best behavior.
All right, good. Hey, we were wondering, is the JAG represent the families of the military or the children in the military when they are involved in the CPS?
Downtime is on, which means I can't help with that.
What?
JAG represents the military parent.
JAG does represent?
That's about all they're authorized.
All right, repeat yourself.
JAG does what they're... JAG represents the military parent, not the child. They can help the
What is clicking?
You want me to dig into how the garden...
Oh my God, what's...
It's not always crooked.
All right, Ara, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
The guardian ad litem is supposed to represent the child's best interest. but they're often overloaded, underpaid, and get paid whether they recommend removal or not. Some of them just...
My phone died. So there it is. We know that they represent them. They represent them in court. The families, not the kids. Go to jail. That's right, everybody. That's a good one, Susie. It's a shirt. Call up the presidential task force. We got a shirt hung wrong. So yeah, I mean, this is just disgusting, and we need to deal with this in a way that we need to do that. Let's see what else we got going on at the movies, Tiff. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movie. Get ourselves. Hold on here. Let's look up CPS and see what we've got going on right now. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we do CPS military, if we have anything CPS military going on. All right, let's take a look at that. Oh, I got to log in first. Yeah, I'm wondering if we have any videos here for CPS in the military. Let's see here. Continue here. We're going to go to the movies for a second, guys. Do you know my computer has just been way malfunctioning too? Imagine that. CPS
Because we're talking about the military.
Did you be doing that here? Yeah, we're supposed to be doing that. Let's see here. CPS military. All right, we do have some military CPS videos here. All right, let's take a look at them. One of the movies, everybody. And in the movies. There we are at the movies. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. CapCut. Oh, okay.
An Air Force Security Forces senior airman and CPS said he couldn't be a protective parent? How can a system designed to protect children justify separating a child from two parents who love him and want to raise him together? My son's father stood by me, supported our family, and believed our son belonged with both of his parents. Yet CPS determined that because he wanted to support me, he could not be considered a protective parent. My son's father proudly served as a senior airman in the United States Air Force Security Forces, successfully completed 2 tours in Iraq, and was trained by one of the best military teams in the world to protect and serve his country. He dedicated himself to protecting others. His dedication, discipline, courage, and commitment to safeguarding others make it even more difficult to understand why his role as a loving and capable father was completely disregarded. As a result, our son was removed from his parents and placed with his half-uncle in Florida. Today, our son is growing up without the daily love, guidance, and support of his mother and father. We continue to fight for our family and for our son's right to be raised by his parents. I'm sharing our story because families deserve transparency, accountability, and fair treatment. Children should not lose their parents because those parents choose to stand together. My hope is that by speaking out, we can raise awareness about how decisions made by the system can have lifelong consequences for children and families. We need to stand up, do something, speak out, and be the voice for our children, that they deserve the right to be home, and home is wherever a child's parents are. Please share this story because this is scary and it could happen to your family. It could break families all over the world, and we need it to stop.
Whew.
An Air Force security force.
That one was tough.
Yeah, that one
Wow.
was tough. He fought and he was trained.
How can we stop DV in the military? In the civilian
Yeah, that's it right there. That's exactly. He served. He did his thing, and I can't imagine. I don't even know. I don't even want to speculate what their problem was, but it doesn't matter. It can be worked out. They deserve that. 2 tours. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Question from the Modern Divorce Support Group. The dad has disappeared with the child. Mom does not know where.
How can we stop DV in the military? In the civilian world, if you're charged with DV, you're going straight to jail. In the military, there's systems to help perpetrators or suspects to rehab and to not do it again, basically. It's cool that we do have that. However, DV should have never existed. And you may be wondering why I keep talking about this, is because it affects so many children. The parents, yeah, cool, whatever, they made crappy choices, and even then, it's because of the trauma that they had maybe growing up when they were children. It's generational trauma. The military is very reactive. What could we do? What do you think is a good option to help spread an awareness or to lessen some of the DV that happens in military installations or within the military community? If you're DOD, remember, you are a mandatory reporter. So if you are suspected or see some sort of child abuse, child neglect, anything with DV, make sure that you call the closest CPS, 911, whatever. We need to make sure that we are holding these families, these perpetrators, these suspects accountable. How can we stop DV?
Wow. So anybody that's DOD is a mandatory reporter.
That's what
Wow.
he said.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Stories of loving parents and loving homes having their children ripped away from them and sent into the cold, abusive homes of the CPS and foster care system. Here joining me today is a couple, a loving family, who've had their own story with their children being taken away. Mark and Terry Stamen of LetOurChildrenGo.org.
Over 5 years, actually, we're approaching our 7th year in the midst of this. And
Wow.
Back in 2016, in brief, we had a loving, caring home. We were a homeschooling couple. We had homeschooled our children all of our lives, and we were just quietly going about our business. And our 17-year-old daughter, Amy, we took her in for an eye test. We wanted to get her driver's license. And we went to a practitioner that we had never seen before. And during the course of the examination, beyond just the eyesight, they wanted to expand it into a general well check. And they started looking into other things that we didn't really feel that there were any issues there. As far as probing into our daughter's eating habits, because she was tall and thin like us, and like any normal adolescents, they go through a lot of growth spurts in their teen years. And namely, they thought that she might be anorexic and might have a problem with that. And then we had this huge police scene on March 30th. They attempted to kidnap our kids. They basically showed up, the Louisville Metro Police Department, and they said, need you to open the door. You lost custody of all 7 of your kids. And
7
they didn't tell us
children.
why they were there. Well, what happened was they put me in jail without charging me with a crime. And they ordered our daughter to go to the hospital with 2 people who eventually got custody of all 7 of our children.
And I'm sorry, what were the ages of the rest of your kids at this time?
Yeah, they were about every 2 years, down to Abby, who was about 3 years old. She had never spent a day or a night away from her mother.
Oh my God.
And so they were holding me in jail until they came and got the other six kids.
Stories of loving parents and loving homes having their children ripped away from them and sent into the cold, abusive.
All right, we need to get in touch with her. That's Deanna's channel.
And see, that's the problem that I have with going to new people, right? Because they don't know who you are. They don't know what your beliefs are. And quite frankly, he's right. It's none of their... Listen, I'd much rather have a healthy kid with no problems than have the CPS knock on my door and say, oh no, she's got an eating disorder. Well, what can they do to change this eating habit that we couldn't do as a family?
Right, you're going to send them to a stranger to teach them how to do this who doesn't even care, has no interest in this?
Right, bullshit. Yep. Go ahead.
You listen to me, stop all the mansplaining.
I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. I served my country with honor. I returned from war ready to start a new chapter in my life, believing that the discipline, resilience, and strength that I had earned in uniform would serve me well in civilian life. I had no idea that the hardest battle of my life wouldn't take place overseas, but here, at home, in courtrooms, child welfare offices, and countless sleepless nights. I'm also a father of 4 children, 3 of which have spent the last chapter of their lives in foster care. And for the last 18 years, I've been fighting tooth and nail, emotionally, financially, spiritually, just to be in their lives, to try to protect them, to try and raise them, to give them the love and stability that they rightfully deserve. This is my story. But this is not just about me. This is about the thousands of good fathers out there. Fathers like me who are erased by outdated laws, ignored by the state agencies, and defamed by people who never wanted them to win in the first place. This is about the flawed systems that allow one parent to play hide and seek with the courts across multiple states, while the other is stuck in paperwork purgatory. More importantly, this is about the lack of communication between agencies, between CPS, DSS, DHS, ICPC, child support enforcement, child welfare systems, and more. It's about the fathers who are doing everything right and still being told that they're not good enough. Where's the justice? Where's the outcry? What we need is real legislative reform. So this is my proposal. What if we had one single national database that tracks CPS, DSS, records, custody orders, child support, and all government assistance programs across all 50 states, which means before anyone can get any benefits or open a child welfare case in any state, they must be ran through this system. And if they're flagged in other states, then authorities will get involved. This will put an end to welfare fraud and parents that are trying to run from the system to keep good fathers and good non-custodial parents away. This will also have accountability for agencies that ignore kinship placement laws, legal protection for non-custodial parents facing false allegations, no more lost paperwork, no more lost years, and more importantly, no more lost children. My name is Frazel. I'm not just a veteran. I'm not just a father. I'm a man who has spent nearly 2 decades fighting, not just against a toxic co-parent, but against a system that is designed to fail people like me, who has cried behind the wheel of a car, driving 1,200 miles to see his kids for just 1 hour. I'm a man who has taken every blow, every lie, every single and solitary setback and used it as fuel to keep going. Because I promised my children I would never give up on them. I promised my children that I would never give up on them. And I haven't, and I won't. So if you're a lawmaker, help us change this broken system. If you're a parent fighting to be heard, know that you're not alone. And if you're a child who has ever wondered why your father didn't show up to your baseball games or football games or basketball games or graduation, maybe he did. Maybe he just was being blocked at every single turn. Maybe he was young and didn't understand how things worked in the system, and he had to learn as he himself grew up. My name is Frazel Jefferson, and this is my story. I've lived, I've learned, and I now that are in similar situations, screaming for help, but no one is listening. I hear you. Happy Father's Day.
Wow, that's good. What do you think about that, Tiff?
I think we need to get him on the show.
What was his name? Frazel what?
I don't remember.
Frazel Jackson or something? Jefferson?
I think that's it. I'm sorry, I was
All
reading.
right.
Becca sent me something. But yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. But see, here's the thing. Like, it's so simple, right? Like, should have had a V8, but they're not going to do shit because we're taking shit out of their pockets, and that's why they're coming after us.
My name is Frazel Jefferson. All right. Well, this sure does.
See if we can get him on the show. Actually, Becca's watching, so Becca, you and Darren reach out to him, and then Becca, you call me tomorrow when you get up, and we'll talk about what you just what you know what we're doing.
Have a good night, everybody. Till next time.
In the shadows of the state, where the innocent are taken, CPS enforces chains, families left forsaken. They hide behind the badge of protection's hollow claim, but the truth reveals a system built on power and shame. We stand united now, no longer silent in the fight, exposing every failure beneath the glaring light. We're burning down the system, torching lies and deceit, fighting CPS corruption from the courthouse to the street. Make it hard for the tyrants who tear our children away. Rise up with the Punisher. We will not obey. Burn it down, burn it down. Justice lights the flame for every broken family. We reclaim our name. They come without warning, with warrants forged in fear, destroying sacred bonds while the public remains unclear. Due process disregarded, rights trampled underfoot. The Punisher podcast calls out the truth they try to mute. From New Hampshire halls to courts across the land, we document the abuses and take a righteous stand. We're burning down the.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are going to show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, one tap and their empire cracks. We rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm the
all in the night. The binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tevio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us. Now we're the loudest voice in the room.
CPS Punisher.
Here to avoid the chains and expose the game.
CPS Punisher.
The educator they never wanted you to find.
But answer.
The children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready?
CPS Punisher.
The app you need when they took your kid.
CPS Punisher.
The truth they hid, now the truth gets lit.
Punisher.
Download the power, take back the throne.
Punisher.
You're never alone. CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete. Family restored. The bar is finished. The Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty.
CPS Punisher.
Here comes the CPS Punisher.
We know it's all about the money. We know they lie. We know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
Standing, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, we're still live.
What's up, shitbag?
You know we're still live, right?
I don't know. No, we're now. Did you make us live?
We did
I
live.
ended it.
No, you didn't end it.
I ended it. It clicked it. It said end over here. Well, goodbye.